All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Let me check my settings here. Audio. Yep, should be working. Yes, sir. Morning, Beard. Morning, Anissa. I have no idea where Thom is. He was supposed to do the dadgum show. Oh well. If he ain't gonna start one, I guess I will. I covered up my knuckles. Oh. Nah, I just got stuff stacked in front. Got a PS2. Out of all the video game stuff I've had the last 3 years, I didn't have a power supply for a PS2. Good grief. So now I get to test it. PS2 Slim. They're selling for pretty good money. Do, do, do. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Da, 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 da. Hey, puppy dog.
Daddy just stepped on my tail.
Got a puppy dog with a long tongue.
Oh yeah, it sticks out about this far, so I can lick the screen. Isn't that right, buddy?
Franklin James. Ben Franklin.
Say, Mama's gone, so I'm out here bothering Daddy.
Uh-oh.
Jody's got jury duty.
Interesting.
She wants to build a murder trial.
I think I'd rather be on a murder trial than like a sex crime trial. I wouldn't be able to stand it.
Where are you going, boy? Yeah,
Uh,
he's a mess. He sees the bag of treats now. So you think you need a treat, Franklin?
my last jury duty, they made me the foreman. That was a mistake.
Get your little fuzzy nuts down there. Yeah, that's the worst thing. So it happened again last night or this morning. It all blends. I'm reaching over to pet Franklin. He sleeps on his back all the time. I'm like, I don't think that's Franklin's head. I think that's Franklin's balls. Damn it. Johnny's like, he does that shit all the time. I'm like, yeah, he sleeps upside down.
Petting balls. Yep, it's always fun.
Yeah, I've never been on jury duty. Never even been called.
I haven't been called in like 5, 6 years. I don't know what.
I don't know they want me on a jury.
uh, yeah. If you're just honest during the questioning times, then generally I don't get picked.
Joni said they had yesterday. They took 40 people back, and it ended up being somebody suing State Farm. And they asked how many people had State Farm insurance, and so many of the people in the pool that had State Farm insurance, they had to call a mistrial.
Oh my gosh.
I told her she's got resting bitch face. She was one of the 8 people that didn't get called yesterday.
Yeah. Last jury duty I had was um, a electricity wires going across a ranch. big old tall tower. Put like 12 on this lady's ranch, and you know they offered so much, and she sued to get more. So they had to took it all the way to trial.
Anissa, I don't think he's going to identify as Francine because you know what little boy puppies do. He tries to hump everything. Poor Phoebe. Uh, yeah, but Johnny's like, it's scary. She's like, I look around this room and it looks like some kind of trailer park convention, like a meth trailer park convention.
The other potential jurors,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
But she
kind.
she could have got out of it. She should have got out of it, but she sat in the chair. She's bitching this morning about her back hurts from sitting in a chair all day. I'm like, well, no shit. That's why you don't work because you can't sit in a damn chair and you're an accountant.
mm,
Because her being disabled and not being able to sit through all of it, she could have easily got out. Medically, could have got out of it.
I think trials are interesting. I don't mind serving on duty.
Well, if it's something that she ends up getting stuck on for any length of time, it's going to be uh, it'll be painful for her because of her back. I need to see if I can list this. Amazon doesn't like a lot of Google products listed. Let's see if I can list it. Only problem is I can't read the barcode.
12 years in jail for rape and got caught with a gun while on probation. Well, that was
Stupid.
dumb effer.
So I told y'all can find anything at a yard sale, especially for your business. Well, this is the first time I have found barcode readers before, but I'd never found a handheld barcode, just the little baby Bluetooth scanner. It was a guy who did Amazon returns, and it was laying on the table. It was a SIM code. They're 40, 50, 60 bucks. It's the big one like Steve has. And I asked the guy, what you want for this little thing? Just give me $2. I mean, you can. I don't have my car keys, or I would get it out of the van. But yeah, it's you can find. It's amazing. There was the thrift store Monday yesterday had he's got a brother laser printer sitting there. You can cheaply up your game for sure.
Yep.
All right, add products. All right, let's go. 842-776-100610. All right, there's it. Rank 1700. Used. Sell this product.
Morning, Julie. Hope you're doing okay.
All right, used. Very good. I'll ship it myself. Let's see. What does it sell for? $33.99. I think I gotta add a power cable to it.
So, Saturday I bought this bat for $2 at garage sale. I listed it, and I had an offer of 70 and 3 offers for $80. And while I had my counter offers out, somebody went ahead and paid my full asking price of 130.
Very nice. So I shipped it yesterday, but Sunday night I sold a. I showed it before. It was a. Let me pull it up on eBay. It was
Hey, Jenny.
all CD players are not
Hey, Jenny.
equal. This CD player, it had some kind of video, some kind of
What
sound
you doing?
card with it. Uh, eBay. Do I have anything to sell on eBay today? I don't think so. Turn on.
So,
Oh, or sorry, it made me. It asked me that I want to enroll the fingerprint, so like I didn't have to put passwords in anymore. It's a Panasonic multimedia quad speed. It's an older CD player, but it had a power cord and it had a video card with it. I got somebody offered me 80, and then while the offer was out, I got 109 full ask on it on just a portable CD player.
nice. So,
And you see, and this is question: what does it cost to ship a bat?
uh,
You just got to go UPS. It's not bad.
well, my problem, UPS is 16 miles away to the nearest drop.
You don't have a CVS,
Nope. So I gotta go FedEx.
but still, FedEx is not a bad. It's way better than because you get penalized for the post office if it's over with 30 inches. They charge $15.
Yep,
I
yep,
think they
yep.
charge four or five if it goes over 20. Is that
22. 22 inches or longer than 22 inches is an extra $4. And longer than 36 inches is an extra $15.
I thought it was 30. Is it 36?
Maybe it is 30. So I got a message from pirate ship saying we got cheaper USPS rates.
Yeah, I saw that too. Up to $2.97 or something like that.
So I checked out a couple of my items, and pretty much anything over a pound
Okay, so
is about $1 cheaper on pirate ship than eBay shipping.
okay, so it says between 22 and 30 inches, you add $4. More than 30 inches, you add seven. More than 2 cubic feet, you add 15.
2 cubic feet. Oh, okay. I thought it was tied to the length, but it's cubic feet, huh?
I'd never heard that before. I'm just sitting here looking at the postal at their web. That's directly on there. That's from the USPS.com.
Yeah. Send the bat media mail. Looks like a book in a package. 29 by 4 by 4. Yeah.
So I guess I've got to. I'll put some cables with this thing. I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm like, why am I behind? Uh, it's worth $33. I paid five for it. You can right here. You can see it needs a power cable, but if you recognize this kind of stuff, that's just USB C. So I'll throw a USB C cable in with it. And I'll probably throw because it's an Amazon customer. I'll probably go ahead and throw an Ethernet cable in there because I got a ton of them. Because most time you can pick them up for a quarter at a yard sale.
Or
And
vintage memories.
well, so I just listed it for 30. I was looking at listing it.
Sweet. I need to sort my power supplies. I've got so many. just cords and.
So on Amazon, if you list on Amazon on the computer on the side, you click the button that says all attributes for a used item, and it will open up um, the condition note. So I'll type in there in good use condition includes original box, a an Ethernet cable, and power cable.
All right. Let's see if you.
And that was $33.99. Is that what I said? Yep.
Well, you sent me the same offer again, dummy.
All right, so that's the difference between eBay and Amazon. For those of you who ever wonder who don't, I know not everybody sells on Amazon, but listing is so much simpler. The only thing I probably should have done was put the serial number in the condition notes. I'll go back and add the serial number. I could have taken a picture of it, but uh, the other reason I didn't worry about it as much is because the serial number is on the box, and so if I get a return, you just compare the serial number to the box. That's one thing. If you buy this kind of stuff at Walmart, they will actually will physically open it to verify that you're not returning, trying to get rid of some of the return fraud. I've had them quite a few times. Look at it and see, hey, is this the right one? Because the serial number is right there, and it ends in a 9U. So this is not the one that came in this box.
Well, darn.
This serial number does not match this box. The lady had she had 3 or 4 different things.
Wrong serial number.
AC 1304. Let me make sure I got that. But it is the right item because you can look at the model. It tells you it's AC 1304, and it tells you in the small print right there it's an AC 1304. So I
So
just
will
gotta
you say in your listing that the box has a different serial number than the item?
no. When I tested it a little while ago, I reset it to factory default, so it has no memory, it has no anything. So. Are you back?
Well, if you're going to come back with the same offer again, I'm just going to come back with the same counter offer again.
Yeah, I had something for $9.99 free shipping, and Jacob, when he lists, he turns free best offer on everything.
Yeah.
They offered $3. I'm like, I can't ship a video game for $3. And
Nope.
so I declined it and I said, you must not understand shipping. I can't even ship it for $3. See, they come back with another offer, $4. I'm like, I declined it, and before they could do anything else stupid, I went and took best offer off of that listing. And this was pretty cool. I found this week. I didn't know that Roku made a stream bar. So basically, for your TV, it gives you a sound bar.
Huh. I didn't know that either.
I gave $10 for it. I've got it listed for 90 on Amazon right now.
Sweet.
It should. It's got a real low number. It should sell today or tomorrow. Lag always puts remote ship separately. Every now and then I have to do that, and I will put if I have to do that, I will put on the invoice. A remote was misplaced or whatever. I have ordered one be shipped directly to you. It'll come in a separate box. So when they open the box, they will, and I'll generally shoot them a message too. Most Amazon messaging system is terrible, so most people don't know where it is or to check it because they don't put a lot of emphasis on it. not like eBay's, and because I sometimes the remote will beat the item there. But like I bought a TV, I bought two TVs in the last couple of weeks, Samsung TVs that didn't have remotes, and that's a good thing at a yard sale. Say, would you take a little less? This TV doesn't have a remote, and generally they'll come off the price a little bit. And I buy every Samsung remote, so I must have 15 TV remotes.
I got a big old stack of remotes.
Yeah, I've got two or three buckets full of them.
I listed a bunch of them and I sold. Shoot,
Yeah,
I'm making money.
yeah, they definitely sell. People underestimate. I mean, most of the remotes you can ship them for 4 ounces. I just put them in a bubble mailer, but I put a piece of bubble wrap around them plus the bubble mailer, and it's usually 4 ounces. Take the batteries
Thom,
out.
Thom, where you been? Thom, you were supposed to do the show, you punk.
You know what? I just woke up.
You young punk.
I'm about to say you look like hell, Tom. What the
I,
hell?
I feel like hell. I literally just got up. I got up. It was 9:15. I have not for, and Roberta she will confirm this for me if you need proof. I have for the last 4 nights, 4 days. I have not slept at all, or not very much, and not very well.
You
So
did.
last night I took some NyQuil before I went to bed, and I guess that's just knocked me out.
That's child's play. Last night, I took a Casper before I went to bed last night, and I woke up at 3:30 having to pee, and I decided that I was too high to walk to the bathroom. I went back to sleep. I'm like, Joni's alarm clock's going off at 5. I can probably make it till 5. I might not be as. When I got up Saturday to go to the yard sales, that's the first time I taken one of these new ones. Uh, I dropped the soap like 7 times in the shower. I'm trying to take a shower to wake up. I'm high as a kite. I'm like, I'm supposed to drive me in Harlem to yard sales. I'm high as fuck.
What are you taking?
My brother went to Michigan, so he brought back some THC capsules. I picked them out. He just bought them, but they're specially made for have sativa, so you can go to sleep. Or indica, I'm sorry, indica to go. So yeah, I took one again last night. After about an hour, all of a sudden you go, everything's getting very mellow. I'm going to bed. And it's 10 o'clock last night, and I was high asleep.
I slept for about 11 hours.
Good grief.
Yeah, this stuff it works. I mean, it truly. You wake up with feeling refreshed. It is the best sleep. High sleep is the best sleep ever.
Mm.
Dixie Bell, what do you want?
Shoot,
I didn't even feel Roberta get out of bed this morning.
I get about 7 hours and I'm done sleeping. That's it.
Yeah, I can't eat anything more than 8 hours, and I feel worse when I get up. Laying in that bed all day will kill you.
So 3 old men were sitting on a park bench, and first old man says, "Man, I had to get up at 3 a.m. and pee. I could only squeeze out a few drops." Second guy says, "Well, that ain't nothing. I got up at 3 a.m. Had to go poop, and I just squeezed out a little bit." Third old man said, "That ain't nothing. At 3 a.m., I peed a river, and at 4 a.m., I made a log the size of China." "Oh, well, that's good, dude. Way to go." "Well, the problem is, I didn't wake up till 7. Sorry.
Oh, Lord, Todd.
That was a pretty shitty joke right there. I didn't hear Roberta laugh, so it must have been bad.
She's probably dealing with a problem at the moment.
Oh, she's busy, huh?
I don't know how she worked in the office because she's fussing and fuming all the time, and I could hear her in another part of the house. So
Someone bailing Todd. Yeah, that's on TikTok. I don't know how every day I get the dark humor ones.
yeah,
Yeah, Johnny doesn't appreciate my humor.
okay.
So I was on in the side chat on John's show yesterday, and old Tommy Bernard was on there too on the side chat.
He's my number one fan, by the way.
Yeah. And I said, man, my sales are up like 45% or 50%, which they are. I've had some really good garage sales and stuff. And so Tommy spouts off and says, well, darn, you must have had a crappy last month.
He's Mr. Positivity. I don't understand why he doesn't like me. He's a giant pussy because who else blocks somebody so I can't see their chat. I mean, what? I mean, he tries to be this tough guy who's thinks he's so smart and all this stuff, but you block other people because you're a pussy because you don't want to. You have when in a battle of wits, you are unarmed, buddy.
Oops.
I just don't think I just don't understand. You know, the people that I follow, they've got good sales. They're also full-time resellers, and they're making a living. And it's and then all these other people are just like, my sales are not. Maybe you need to get one, reach out to one of these really good resellers and get them to look through your store and see what kind of stuff you're selling, or are you too high or something.
Yeah, my sales have been good the last month. Jeez. I've had 3 big community yard sales.
My sales would be better if I got things listed, but shit, my building has got worse. This is terrible right here. Are y'all ready for this? I had all that clear, and now
Got the wrong camera.
Damn it!
Damn it!
Why is it using that camera? Okay, we'll just move the whole.
Flipping ain't easy. Yep.
That's how bad the table's gotten. I can't hardly walk in the building. It's terrible.
Yeah. I can relate.
Is that going to oh, I'm getting you for copyright infringement. I see you got boxes like mine back there on the shelf.
What kind of boxes is that?
The banker boxes.
Yeah, I've got all my eBays and banker boxes.
Make sure you label them box so that you know they're actually boxes.
I made 2 of mine bag just to confuse people.
You know what? I will turn them damn things around and just put 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back of them, because Roberta just like exactly when you were saying be sure to put box on them. Exactly. I'm moving my computer so she can't hear the show anymore because she's getting too much like you guys. She's gonna be she's already like Scott. How was your auction, Scott?
Well, I'm gonna start practicing Tom's labeling system.
You're such an ass. You know what? Do I pick at you like y'all do me? Do I get on y'all's cases about anything?
I've been teasing you about that for 3 years.
Yeah, everybody does. Hey, Maggie.
Okay, so just make sure. So I take my last swallow.
Okay. That's all right. You're gonna miss me one of these days when
I don't
I'm
want
out.
to. I don't want to cover up my new cup. You like my new cup?
What is that?
Wondered,
It was from the 1770s. At the same time they used the other cup I got is Don't Tread on Me. They were these. It's got all the original colonies
Oh, okay.
as part of the snake.
Okay.
Yeah, they sell those at Bucky's. I had to meet my brother at Bucky's to pick up my merchandise.
Bucky's.
Auction went. So I sold 833 this week at the auction. But of that 833, 650 was from that online auction of shit that I picked up that was just whatever. And I bet half the stuff I left this week was from the same auction. So I've put nothing online yet, and I'm gonna have all my money. Excuse me, all my money back.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, this week found really nice shoes this week. I don't at the yard sales. I don't know what was up. I decided to keep these.
I'm amazed you can do that.
I'm like, where else am I gonna find these Solomon sandals, athletic sandals, for $2? And I got a pair of slip on Dockers. They were brand new for $5. I had to bring him and ask Johnny. I'm like, are these too much old men's shoes for me to keep? And she's like, probably not, but they're on the borderline.
Good for her.
Shoot. Every shirt I own came from the Lutherans.
But one pair of shoes at the auction this week, it was a pair of women's 9.5 Brooks. I got $40 for a used pair of shoes at the auction.
Nice.
I think I paid $1. That was the lady. I don't know if I videotaped that week or not. I need to make a video today. Her and I were in the garage. I don't think I did. And he asked, how much are the shoes? And she said, oh, they're $1. That's the one that we bought 32 pairs of shoes at. He bought 16. I bought 16. So for people who wonder how do resellers go to yard sales together when there's so many of something, we just divide them up. Pick the ones you want. Pick the ones you want. How many have you got? Here, and I think I had like 2 pairs more than he did. So there was a couple nice ones on my end. I threw his way. I'm like, this evens us up. Same thing we do with video games. A lot of stuff he'll point out and go, that's new in the package. I'm sure that's right up your alley. Or, I don't know baseball cards or any kind of cards, and so I'd make sure I point those out. That's something he likes a lot.
Well, it probably helps too when you got somebody else that's looking, and maybe you miss something and they see it, but it's not necessarily something they sell, and they say, hey, he says, hey, Scott, you sell that crap.
But it's also when you've got so much competition around you. If I see something I know he likes, I'll grab it before somebody else grabs it and carry it around or do whatever. He does the same thing. So even though it's like having another set of pair of eyes, it's also we know who the competition is most at a yard sale we pull up. I mean, we know the people we see every week, and you almost know what they grab because they grab something in front of you so many times.
How long do you stay at an average? On an average, I'm not talking about these big, super big where they're cleaning out the house yard sales, just the average size yard sale. How long do you usually stay?
5 to 10 minutes max. But if it's one that's got a lot of stuff, because of the auction, we are slower now at yard sales than we used to be, just because there's so much there. Harlan sells clothing at flea market now, and does real well with it. So we didn't used to look at clothing. and I look at a lot of kitchen stuff and a lot of toys because toys do pretty well at the auction. And stuff that and I'll look at furniture that I never looked at. We'll stop at every yard sale now, even if it looks pink. You know, you'll see a pink yard sale for like a little girl stuff, and it doesn't matter because we have an outlet for that now. But it's usually in a neighborhood. It's usually 5 minutes or less. But if it's something that's got we will. If it's a decent yard sale, we will slow down and look at everything.
Punk.
Because I've seen videos, yard sale videos, and it's 15 minutes long, just what they've got in the video.
Yeah, the last one I made was 22 minutes long. It was just 2 yard sales.
And Todd still finds silver when they say, "No, I don't got no silver." He still finds silver.
It's because they don't know they've got it. That's why it's at a yard sale.
Mm-hmm.
But like this week, we filled the car up Friday and Saturday. So I found the Barbie. If y'all ever see this damn thing. So me and Tracy
into dolls.
Me and Tracy were at the same yard sale, and there was like 15 boxes of Barbies, and he's on one side, I'm on the other. We just started looking them up, and I'm like, "Have you looked at the ones on this side?" He's like, "No," because he had just walked up, and I picked up one. It was $5. It was worth. They're all $5. It was worth about 18, so I put it back. He said the same thing, and the next one I picked up was that one. That is Totally Hair from 1991. That is a $300 Barbie for $5.
Holy moly!
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, Tracy, am I reading my phone right? Does this really say $279? He's like, you lucky son of a bitch. And then underneath that one, I knew the next one was going to be good because there's Baywatch Barbie. Never. It's worth about $80. And then there was.
Does she run and things flop?
I don't know if she's on the box. And then there was this one. This one's worth right at $100.
Good grief!
I couldn't believe it. And I picked up 2 more. They're worth in the 50 or 60 range. They're over there. But it was, people would tell you, first, why do you look up everything? Barbies aren't worth a shit. I've been most of them are not, but you got to look them up. How long does it take to scan the barcode and look at it and go, oh my God. I bought that at the same yard sale. Harlan bought he gave $50. It's one of those table video games. It's got 60 games in it where you can sit on each side of it. And so, she's plastic just like the girls from.
So,
yeah, if you go back and look at what they look like now, they're not going in any Golden Girl shows or anything. They are a couple of them are not very attractive anymore.
Yeah, I went to a garage sale Saturday and they had a table full of Beanie Babies, $4 a piece.
Unless they're Beanie Boos, the ones with the big eyes, don't waste your time.
I didn't look any of them up. I just walked on by.
I'm trying to see, do I have one of the Beanie Boos somewhere around here?
Big eye Beanie Boos, huh?
Yeah, I've got one somewhere. I just don't know where.
I don't even look at them.
They're the ones I sold them up. There's the only ones that have got any value anymore. You can tell the difference because the regular ones, the older ones, have like the little dot for an eye, like a little Sonian eye.
Right.
These are big ones, big white eye. They're stuck on. They're called Beanie Boos. They're the only ones that got any value. And most of the time, they are animals, and so people want the cow is the hardest one to find. If you find the older cow, it's worth $130.
I was watching a guy who was a reseller. I've never watched him before, but he was his was about collections, letting your collections get out of hand. And he collects vintage GI Joe merchandise, and I didn't realize that GI Joe from the 60s had so much stuff, and I thought my younger brother and I had everything. But he started focusing on his daughter's Barbie collection, who is now 16 years old, and she started collecting when she was about 5. This child has got a bedroom. Well, for most people, it's a bedroom, and the walls are lined in shelves, and she's got all this Barbie stuff in the boxes on display in this room. She's an only child too, so that makes a difference. He said that every time he goes out selling, or he goes to yard sales, he's first thing she does when he gets back is he goes through all the stuff he bought to see what she was going to take out of his purchases. And he told her she was going to have to start going with him and start spending her own money. But he says she's probably got $40,000 worth of Barbie stuff in there. And most of it's come from yard sales because people just don't realize that that's an original Barbie outfit. And
so that's the logo of Beanie Boos. This is the slippers, but you can see the difference in the eyes. They have these big old eyes.
Are they stuffed with the stuff like Beanie Babies are in?
Yeah, these are the slippers. Yeah, but they are. This is one of the biggest things. So me and my brother for 3 years straight, Rite Aid carried these only, and after Christmas they put them on sale at 90% off, and so instead of being $9.99, we pick them up for 99 cents, and I sold thousands of these at $20 a piece. I've got 3 pairs left, but those eyes you can eat if they don't have the big eyes like that, don't even bother with them for the most part because
they made thousands of them.
They still make thousands, but those are the newer ones, and so they're still what people are looking for. But they're not looking for the older ones. I mean, I can run them as a group at the auction. You know, if I could buy a whole bucket for $5, I'll buy them and run them. But other than that,
do people ever say anything weird to you when you like the Christmas one that you did, or right after Christmas when you were at the Walgreens and your thumbnails got you in a van looking real creepy. You had a bunch of little plushes. You filled up your buggy with plushes.
Because the ones around here, they know what I do. Okay. There's one of them that the manager, she was the man. She still says something every time I see her. She was a manager when that lady asked me, she goes, "Look at all the toys. Somebody's gonna have a wonderful Christmas." So I'm like, you'd be amazed how mad people get. She's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I got 12 kids with 9 baby mamas. They get fight." And that manager's looking at her, shaking her head. When I saw her in January on their clearance, she looked at me and she says, "Are them baby mamas getting along yet?" She's like, I've been on clearance for 2 weeks. I hadn't seen you. I didn't think you were coming to buy my stuff. And I feel like 3 carts up. But
you want to? Do the managers ever say anything like, "I got some more of these in the back if you want them," or any of that kind of stuff?
They'll go get you baskets. They'll do. Oh, absolutely, they will.
You know, for a while, people were talking about Walmart. You know, they didn't want resellers in there buying their clearance and stuff like that. You know,
they don't. It's never been about clearance. They don't want people in there buying. So Target's the worst. Walmart's never really said anything. Is because Target will still Walmart, they don't put anything on sale. In their Walmart, if you see a Walmart ad, they're just showing you their low price.
Right.
But Target will say this is on sale, trying to get using a low cost leader. They will sell something at a loss to get you in their store. And so people were going in buying up all that, or they were buying up, this is the Vineyard Vines line at Target, and it lasted like 2 hours because it was completely bought up. That's what's Target's matter.
Right.
If you want to go buy their clearance, they'll let you have every basket. I've bought 150 boxes of cereal on clearance at Target. They don't care. If they want it gone, they want it gone, but they don't want you to go buy all their good stuff and then leave. That's what they get mad at.
I was talking to a manager when I was doing some merchandising, and I got to know him pretty well because he was a real stickler about everything. I asked him, I said, I told him, I said, I do some reselling on the side. And I said, there's been conversations about people talking about managers not wanting resellers coming in and buying clearance. And he said, let me tell you something, Tommy. Nobody calls me Tommy except family and friends. But he says, let me tell you something, Tommy. If you want everything on this shelf right here, he says, I can pick up this mic right here and I can say, I need 2 associates to aisle 14 and bring 4 buggies with you. And he said, we will load that shit up and they will push it to the front counter and check you out. He says, everything needs to go.
Around town, if I've got 2 baskets or so clearing like Walgreens or whatever, the managers will come by and go, when you get ready, I'll personally check you out at the cosmetics counter. It'll be faster for you and the lines won't back up. I'm like, okay, whatever you want to do. But so they'll go get your baskets. They'll find it in the back if they've got any extra. Because a lot of times they'll say, I've got more of that in the back. I just don't have room until you just took 2 baskets out.
I was in Walgreens. It's been a couple of years ago. And they had their little, I don't know, 8-ounce, 10-ounce things, glass containers of apple juice. And it was like 15 cents a piece on clearance. And so I bought a bunch. I bought what they had in the cooler. And because, my kids they'll drink anything. Joanna. So I was putting it in there, and one of the managers came by and he says, you want some more of that? He says, I got about 3 more. And he said a pallet, but it's like what, 24 in a cardboard box. He said, I got about 3 more in the cooler back there. And I said, sure. I said, my boys will drink it. They'll drink anything. And so I brought it home, and, I had probably 48 and I had $5 in it. And probably that retail price would have been, $60. But he was like, I just want it out of here. I don't care.
Okay, Tommy. Did you even look at your glasses when you got up this morning?
No.
I think you got some shit on your shirt. Right there in the front. You got some shit on your shirt.
You mean Ohio State?
Oh, my.
This is a free shirt. This was a free shirt that came out of a box of crap. I
wouldn't even wipe my ass with that shirt.
I wear this thing out, and people will say, Ohio State fan. And I'm like, yeah, go Buckeyes. Aren't they the Buckeyes? And then when I have another one that's like, I'm not Michigan State, but it's Michigan something.
The Wolverines.
I don't know. And we have so many Yankees that have moved down here. Yeah.
One of them is Michigan is blue, Michigan State's green, so it's one of the two.
Okay, I've got a green one, so it must be
it's Michigan State Spartans.
But I don't. And apparently Ohio State had a few. They won a good game or something like that, because this guy said, "Oh, they did really good. They did really good last weekend," and I'm like, "Yeah, they did."
Well, they have one of the large. They have one of the larger fan bases, like in Alabama, like a USC, like a Notre Dame, Michigan. There's 6 or 7 schools that just have huge fan, and they're one of the. They're a large school too. I forget how their enrollment is.
Who?
Ohio State. It's a monster of a school.
But just don't be, these super couponers that they used to have on TV. I knew a manager of a byline when they were in business, and they had a pretty liberal coupon, rules, but they had to go in and change that sucker because people were just coming in there clearing shelves. And he said that was fine because that was moving product, but they don't count on everything going out the door in one try. It goes over several days. But he said they had to change it to put limits on things like that. And another thing too, people were coming in there with 3 buggies of stuff, and they only have one cashier, because of the time of day it is. And He said, and so people would start backing up. So other people had to stop what they were doing to go cash people out. So it got to be a major hassle.
Yeah, 2021, Ohio State had 58,000 students. Alabama has doubled in the past 12, 15 years, and it's only at 34. And they're another double of 58,000 is a lot of fucking students. That's how many cities are not 58,000?
I know. And I'm not. This is a question, a real question, not a. I'm not being hateful towards Ohio, but how many major universities do they have? Do you know?
Most of them are smaller, but they're everywhere because there's schools at Dayton. There's Toledo's got a university because you see them in the tournament. Big black schools, Cleveland State. There's quite a few universities in Ohio, but that's the biggest by far. I don't think they have a secondary. Where Alabama's got at Auburn, North Carolina, and North Carolina State. I don't think there's two. I think there's just one major university in Ohio.
Because like even South Carolina, we have USC.
Yeah, because like
we have Gibson,
Cincinnati. Everybody, Cincinnati's a pretty big school,
right?
What's his name? Ohio State coach was there. They actually made the tournament a couple years ago. They got hammered, but they made it. Yeah, Kent State's in Ohio too. You're correct.
But they, man, that's a big old. that's the size of a small city. Well, that's like in Raleigh. Raleigh wouldn't be near the size that it is if NC State became its own town, its own city. Or Duke.
Yeah, these Big Ten schools are all that big. Michigan is.
Shoot. Michigan's got more people in their marching band than my town has population.
Undergraduate enrollment is 32,000, 18. So there's 51,000 for Ann Arbor. These are big. These are, I think Michigan State is even bigger.
Anytime I hear Ann Arbor, all I can think about it was a commercial for. It was an old commercial, and it was for something like NyQuil or something like that. It always started like with a guy reaching into a mailbox, and it was snowing like hell.
How do you know that these people are fucking crooked as shit? I type in Michigan State enrollment, and it comes back and says MSU is an affirmative action, equal opportunity employer. You know what that says? We are racist, and our hiring action, if you're white, do not apply. That's what that means. Or if you're especially if you're Oriental, go away. Because if you're an Asian descent, you're too smart for us. Please go away.
I gotta get Scott. I mean, I gotta get Todd hooked up over on Rumble so he can start multicasting this shit.
Vintage Miller, Bowling Green is in Kentucky.
But it's
yeah.
Yeah, but they're because Ohio is one of the bigger. It's a bigger state, but they have between Dayton, Cincinnati, OSU, Toledo, Cleveland. There's a ton of universities in Ohio. They're just not. Most states have two, a regular and an ag, and one business and one engineering school or whatever. They're not divided that way.
You know what? The University of South Carolina's enrollment is 35,000 students.
That's about what Alabama is.
And I bet it's got to be half of Columbia. For that many people, many students at one university, the city must be supported by the students. at Ohio State. What is Oberlin College? Wow. Sorry, I had to vintage. I had to go look at that and see what that.
So Jody just sent me a message. Want to know if I'm going to this estate because her friend sent it to her talking about the house. The house scared them when they were growing up. that's the.
Vintage Memories ask about the. Excuse me, $25 million Oberlin College settlement. Had it been paid yet? Honey, that is, did they cut that? I just went to said 36 million. Did they reduce it or something?
I don't know, but Oberlin, one of the guys from our high school, he's one of the smarter people I knew. Actually, went to Oberlin.
They defamed and falsely accused of racism after a worker caught a black student shoplifting.
So Jody, she's one of that 8 or 9 people who didn't get picked to do anything yesterday, and she talking about her phone's dying. Do I have any battery chart that she can take with her? She took her iPad.
Is she on jury duty?
Yeah, she's on jury duty. She's like, I was bored out of my mind just sitting there.
I'm surprised she didn't go up there and say, my husband's a bearded picker. If you ever watched him on YouTube.
Well, I think one of the things they do is ask what your spouse do. So,
no, if you want to see how I think, go watch one of his shows. You're dismissed.
You can get right out of it. I don't have a husband. He identifies as an Indian lesbian,
a Native American lesbian.
I think he said his pronouns are F and U. He said something about he had to go to Rumble because everybody else hated him.
Lord have mercy. So, what was it about the estate sale? Did you say they were always scared of that houses when they were little kids?
Yeah. So her friend Lucy sent it to her, and she said, "This is a house scared me growing up. I always thought it was haunted. Fortunately for me, they gave out apples at Halloween instead of candies. So I skipped it and went to the full candy houses down the street." That was one of Joni's best friends when she sent it.
No, did Joni live in the same place that this girl did?
When a couple neighbors over.
Oh, okay.
By the time I met her, the neighborhood that they lived, her parents was changing. By the time I got there, they were one of the last families in that neighborhood before they sold it. So it's still upper middle class, because the one thing probably Charlotte's the same way. The one thing you learn about Huntsville is Huntsville's got a couple really strong black schools. Right. So like this neighborhood here is probably 25% black, and they don't mess. I don't like the guy I'm in 62. The guy in 52 pisses me off. That dude, his mail came here, and I took it to him the other day. It's 4:00 in the afternoon, and he's retired. He answers the damn door in a robe, and I'm like, oh my god. He's got like the world's most perfect yard. I mean, there's never a blade out of place. I'm like, you make all of us look terrible with your beautiful yard.
So that's the reason you don't like him, is because his yard makes yours look bad.
But he did have a good yard sale though. I bought quite a few things from him at the yard sale, made money. But
I'm surprised people don't call you and say, "Hey, Scott, I got a bunch of stuff I want to get rid of. Come look at it before I do something with."
yeah, I've never met anybody I didn't like in here. Everybody is if you can afford these houses, I mean, we don't even have a HOA. If you can afford these houses, you take care of them for the most part.
You're in like a dead end. You're kind of self-contained back there, aren't you? Your subdivision.
Yeah, I'm the last one on the end of the street.
Now, does the airport property wrap around y'all's subdivision, or is it just on one side of you?
So you can see where the dot is. Shows I'm there at the end of West Ashley.
Right.
The airport owns that. That's how close we are to the airport. I mean, my dot's almost in the end of the street. They own that little bit of property there.
So they'll end up owning all the way around y'all at some point or another.
No, it's floodland.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you kind of protected in there.
Think about like that's floodland. There's a guy who lives in the neighborhood who owns most of that back there.
Okay. Well, that's cool, because then you won't ever, unless the jet population gets real big on the runways, it's going to always be.
But they'll go farther down and extend the road down
right
on the airport side, because there's nothing but farms and fields all the way as far as you going the other way away from the neighborhood. So that if they've already expanded and put a big warehouse at does it show that damn big ass warehouse? You see how the road goes around the airport?
Right.
It used to go straight across there, but they extended the runway, and you can see there's like little buildings right there.
Right.
That's a company called Ulista. They built a monster warehouse. It'll hold 5 helicopters in at one time.
Wow.
They work on mainly helicopters and Ospreys, which are half helicopters. My
brother and his wife had a piece of property that was at the end of the Rock Hill Airport, and Rock Hill they expanded their runway to 6,500 feet, and they bought up all that property down through there. Yeah, when they did the airport, so on that side over there are no houses on that side because they bought all those houses. You can on the first road where that Lewis take every house that was on that road they bought when they extended the runway, and so the houses are on the second road. But so they're not going to expand anywhere else. I think you can stay on the left, on the right side, but on the side with the airport, there's no houses anymore. They move one of them around, and it kind of sits up on a hill now. It's kind of weird. Rock Hill, which is right south of Charlotte, a lot of corporate flights come and go out of there now because it's cheaper. It's easier for them to get in and out of there than flying into Charlotte. So they'll just, like if corporations having people flown in, they'll just go to Rock Hill, which is 20 minutes from the south side of Charlotte to the airport down there. So they've got a lot of traffic. There are a lot of G650s and that kind of stuff. The big jets come in there now. What are you growling at me for? You can't hear, you can't see. What the hell? But it's Todd.
Yep.
This is your show.
It's all right.
Oh wow. I gotta go.
It's nice being on the dead, but it doesn't make any sense. You can see the dead end. There's 2 big red signs that somebody had put up there, and they're still turning around in my damn driveway, 8, 10, 15 times a day. I'm like, do y'all not see that you're running into trees, you bunch of dumbasses. There's no house for sale. There's not been a house for sale on this end in 4 years. I mean, just turn around at the street, you bunch of losers.
Oh, I don't see Scott having a political career. He'll make everybody cry.
That's why Generation X just does whatever because we just don't give a fuck. Everybody else is caught up with their feelings.
Yeah, that's gotten old.
Go outside and play till the streetlights come on. You don't worry. Try to come in early and see what happens. You ain't got no feelings.
You and don't be late. Don't be late.
That's the thing people miss is they go, "Oh, we stayed out till the streetlights came on." No, if you went in early, you got thrown back out again to go play again. You were not allowed to come back in early.
Yeah, you were worried more about being home when the lights came on than you were getting about.
So this is the honest truth. My brother and I went home early one day, and my dad locked us out of the house. Because he had his girlfriend there, and he wouldn't let us come in. I guess he can figure out what he was doing, but we just left again.
But if the weather was good and not 400 degrees with 600% humidity in Charleston, we didn't want to be inside. We were outside with our friends, exploring and doing stuff like that. But that was the old days. Shut up, lag. For you and say anything.
What were we going to go in and play Pong?
Do what?
I mean, our video game choices were Pong. Nobody's going inside to play Pong.
We didn't have Pong.
You only had 3 channels on TV. Well, I mean, what were you going to do?
And during the day, it was all soap operas. During the summer, it was all soap operas.
Oh yeah,
or the stories is
when Price is Right went off until the 5 o'clock news came on. It was soap operas.
Yeah, The Days of Our Life and General Hospital, which my mom, she would have them on in the background, but she was not a big sit down and watch the stories. My grandma, her mother, she had to sit down and she had to watch one of them every day. All right, I gotta go.
Bye, Thom.
Thank you for doing the show this morning, Todd. Like I said,
my pleasure.
I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, it's 9:15. I'm supposed to do the show this morning.
And my producer, you're in charge of punishment.
My producer over there's like, it's just the morning show.
She's in charge of punishment, and we expect bad things.
Did you hear what I said? She said it was just the morning show.
Just the morning show. What the hell?
All right, guys. Y'all have a good day.
Adios, muchacho.
Bye, everybody.
Go back to bed.
No, I'm up now because when I woke up and I realized what time it was, that my adrenaline went out off the charts. So, bye.
All right. Yeah, I don't know where Sadie is. What the hell?
It is rare to just show that he doesn't at least say hello.
He must have got. He must have had an emergency at work or something.
Should we text him and see if he's alive?
Have you been watching his son's new YouTube channel?
I didn't know he had one.
It's hilarious. It's called Fat Boys Fishing.
All right, Fat Boys Fishing.
And BOYZ. Fat Boys Fishing. And they are hilarious.
All right.
Good stuff.
We drank too much and made a video.
They are hilarious. Oh, gold's got a little spike. Stock market's going down. Well,
if you don't leave me alone.
We're about to pop above 2,000 again. 1999. See if it goes above 2,000 during the show. Now it won't do it just because I put it on here. So yeah, man, I got so much stuff to list. You ever
People are
sell a
so
shark?
people are so dumb. They act like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you folks. Electric cars have been tried before. I hope y'all know that. Electric cars started in the 1880s, and the Model T killed them in the early 1900s because they were 3 times as expensive back then. We tried this shit before. I hate to be the one that brings out history. Somebody on a Facebook comment was, "I don't believe you. When were electric cars tried the first time?" I'm like, you dumbasses that don't listen to history and pay attention. That thing's clean. Did you clean it or did it come that way?
I got this at the garage sale that way. It's got the docking station too, the charger station.
That's the biggest reason I don't pick those up half time, is because they're not clean. But man, that one, did they even use it?
She said they did, but she sure did clean it out before putting it in the garage sale. It's got some dusty dirt down in there, but I hook these up and I do a little 20-second video of them working. I'm not sure I'm smart enough to work a vacuum cleaner with my phone. But this one you hook up to Wi-Fi and you run it with your smartphone. I think you have to go to Shark website and download something, but after that you're good to go.
I think people don't understand that about electronics and selling stuff like that, is they'd be scared of it, or they don't know how it works. Manuals, downloads, all that stuff is free on the manufacturer's website. All you have to do is go to Shark and then look up the model number. It'll tell you everything they have available. Somebody yesterday asked me about I know you sell GPS units. Is this one any good? And it was a lifetime map, a 7-inch lifetime map. I'm like, yeah, it's worth like $110. But how do you update it? You plug it in the computer. It'll tell you it needs to download Garmin Express. You download Garmin Express, and it's going to come up and say, this unit needs this upgrade. You hit OK, and then let it update. It's not difficult.
Yep.
You need one program, and Mr. Sadie like Young and the Restless. Oh my goodness. People make up more excuses for not selling different items, and you could have figured out what it was worth or figured out how. Okay, so
Yeah.
every phone has. Shit, that's a picture. Every phone has this on it. Google.
Yep.
It was amazing. So yesterday I was at the auction, and the guy who runs the auction said, "Do you know what this thing is?" I'm like, "No. Have you asked the overlords?" And he just started laughing. He goes, "No, I hadn't used Google Image yet." Google Image pulled it up immediately. It was some kind of drill bit, some kind of something. It's scary how good Google Image is.
Yep. Yeah, any full-size baseball bat for $2, I just buy it. But then I got home and looked up the model number, and I went, "Holy cow, that's a $120 bat!" And I sold it for $130.
And people are amazing. They'll say, "Well, it looked beat up. I didn't want to get." It's amazing how much the ball marks clean up with a dry erase magic erase marker.
This one is actually fairly clean. I put shrink wrap on the grip because it was getting flaky.
I just people most of the time want to regrip them anyway. I don't think it's very complicated.
No.
It sounds like work. Yeah, lag it. You know, it really sounds like work. Having to go to work.
Yep. I don't go to work anymore.
Oh, I found a cool thing. This was a TikTok famous thing. These were $20 each at a yard sale. Would you have bought them for $20 each? This was the very first yard sale Saturday. I got 2 of them. They were $20 each.
Who did a video with?
These things went viral on TikTok or something. Big fat lady was wearing it or something. I'd never seen it, but Harlan did. I've got those listed on Amazon at $120 a piece.
Dang.
Even used, they're worth $30 or $40. But that was their. I listed them yesterday. They're.
What? I put 1 can. I need to put both of them.
It's. Those are sitting on a table. They got $20 each on them. How many people go to yard sales? Never
right
would look
back.
at something because it's $20. Okay, it's $20. So what? Like this, I bought it and didn't realize I'm restricted on Amazon. So these got to go on eBay today. Lag, if you're having problems, you can buy these from me. Are they worth anything on eBay? Surely they're worth something. Yeah, I've got 3 boxes. I think they're worth $30. So I only pay $2 a box. Nice. Somebody got 25. Why on the same day? Why would you sell them for 19 when somebody else got 25 plus shipping? Yeah, makes no sense. And they might go bad soon. I've got to sell them immediately. $4.25. All right, Lag, turn your camera on so I get somebody to talk to. I know. You don't have a camera. Here's another one. Would y'all buy the ice cream maker there? See the corner on the box? I paid $20 for it at an estate sale. Would y'all buy the ice cream maker? Internet's down. Damn. All right, would anybody buy the ice cream maker? It's got 2 listings. One of them come up as a toaster oven, so that's not right. It's the bottom listing. It's the ice cream maker. It's a $149 ice cream maker. It's brand new in the box. The box is just damaged. So what can I sell it for used? There's nobody on. There's no used one on there, so I'll sell it like new. But when a listing comes up like that, there's no used. So I will put it up like new, bad box, probably $109. You would have offered. So they wanted 40 Lag, and I got it for 20. So sorry. So I got it half off. I don't think they would have taken 10. What else? This is another good one. The lady sold me this Bible for $1. She said, "Don't tell her mom she sold the Bible she gave her." I'm like, all right, I don't know your mom. It's brand new in the box. How about we don't tell your mom you never even used the Bible, because she never got anything engraved on it. Bibles are, I think this was the $49. Come on. There's no new ones. $26.
Sorry. Got my instructions for the day. Does Joni give you instructions?
Okay.
Uh,
This is how I get treated. I'll show you her last text to me. I'm gone. Court time. Don't text me again. That's what I get.
Hey,
So
Beth. I'm not ignoring you. I just went and took out
Beth,
the
don't
trash.
Beth, don't watch the first part of the show. He was talking terrible about you.
Profit sharing rocks. 4 more years to retirement. Well, that's good. And Beth keeps showing on Instagram her just mounds of clothes she buys.
Yeah, I'm taking clothes. So every Tuesday I meet
Oh,
Tracy at the thrift on the way to Wings. Yeah, I took shirts out of my closet. I hadn't worn it. We moved here 6 years ago. I've not even worn them since then. And a bunch of cargo pants. Do you realize how heavy cargo pants are? Wearing them things. So I found some really lightweight ones that I like. And Costco has them on sale for $15. So
yeah, those,
I'm donating all my old cargo pants today. Sure, John. You're gonna have to call Thom and get him back on here because we're technically supposed to be on his channel today. But he said he did not want to talk to y'all. What? Dixie, but what do you want?
here's a good return comment. I thought I needed to order it, but I did not need it. Changed my mind. So I'm getting it back. Well, they'll pay the shipping at least.
It's amazing. The returns are out of control right now. They're just through the roof. Like, you sell bigger items? Are you finding returns are crazy too? Even on your bigger dollar items.
I go in spurts. Sometimes I'll get like a ton and then some just almost none.
Style not as expected. They picked out a lot. It shows you pictures of the damn maiden form. Just say it. 2X is too small. Just go ahead and put it on there. I got two of them that were too large. And what'd you order 2X for? And then another one too small. No longer needed. That means they wore it to the event they needed, and now they don't need it.
Yeah, mine was a military camelback hydration thing.
Right.
How do you order it and then decide, oh, I don't need it? What?
Makes absolutely no sense.
Guess I can just drink out of the water hose. Whatever. Get it back and sell it to somebody else. Well, yeah, lag, but if I'm broke, I don't buy something. Da, 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 da. Why do people buy stuff when they're broke? That's just, there you go. Da, 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 da. So, I went to the United States Postal Service, talked to my postmaster about the letter I got from USPS that says, in response to the insurance claim for missing contents or damaged items, please present the items and mailing container, including wrapping, packaging, and any other contents received along with this letter, to a post office for inspection within 20 days. Well, I already refunded the customer for you breaking it, and they probably already threw it away. So that ain't happening.
That's why I
So,
never refund without pictures.
oh, I got plenty of pictures, and the guy was real nice. He said, well,
Will the post office accept pictures, or they want to see the real thing?
so yeah, I jumped through all the hoops of the claims thing, which is a nightmare. USPS sucks worse than eBay. Anyway, I get this letter, so I go in and say, show my
Pictures.
postmaster the pictures and the letter, and this sends him down a rabbit hole that he spends about 30 minutes on. He said, I'll call you later. And he gets on whatever he got on, and he had forms to fill out about it. He'd never heard of this before, of a customer bringing in a claim. He said, I've never seen anything like this before. I said, well, I hadn't either. So he filled out the paperwork. He said, well, come in tomorrow and you're supposed to sign a piece of paper or something. Okay. I'm like, what the heck? So now I spent like an hour and a half working on this deal. The people at the claims department have spent about 30 minutes on it. And then my postmaster has spent about 30 minutes on it. I said, I'm sorry you're having to spend this time doing this. I said, oh, I don't mind. I'm learning something. I've never had this. No, lag, you don't live in Kentucky. So anyway, or was it Kentucky? Yeah, Taylor Mill, Kentucky.
Is there any reason why they're always angry all the time?
Oh, mine are never angry. They get a little angry with each other.
So yesterday I get to the post office and there's a 90-year-old woman in front of me, and she tells Jason that she needs to mail this and she needs insurance on it. And she must not have heard him when he asked, "Do you know how much you need?" She didn't answer. So he puts it up there and says the cheapest way to send it is priority. It's so and so, and it gives you $100 insurance. And she looked at the screen and saw a cheaper price, and she said, "So what? Okay, so how about this one? It was partial." He said, "You'll still have to add the insurance. How much you want the insurance for?" She said $75. And when you add the insurance, it's more than the priority with the free $100 insurance. Mm-hmm. She goes, "Oh, well, can I do it the other way?" And when she left, I'm like, holy shit, Jason, do you have a punching bag at home when you get home that you can just spend an hour just thinking about customers and punching the. He just busted out laughing. He goes, "Oh, that was tame. Yeah, this is Monday. The craziness that has gone on today."
So our post office is about the only place in Central Texas you can get a passport without a 2-month waiting period. So people from Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, all over creation come to our post office. That's the only time I ever have to wait in line at our post office is when somebody's getting a passport done. Because they take them in a little side office and take pictures of them, and they get them all set up. You can get a passport anywhere on the border. That's right. But I don't know. People are just they've of United States Postal Service paid time. I bet they spent $150, $200 on this one return in the time that they have spent taking the claim, reviewing the claim, sending it to my postmaster. Makes no sense. All they had to do was give me my $80 and let's go. God, they're stupid. Whoever's running that United States Postal Service is an idiot.
You don't say.
God. I mean, I don't know how much they pay our local postmaster, but he spent 30 minutes on it. Well, that's got to be at least $20, doesn't it? And then the people that reviewed the claim, I don't know how much time they spent on it. And now he had to contact them again with email saying, what do I do with this? So somebody had to answer him doing that. Like, you guys are screwed up. Anyway.
I'm looking at this estate sale. Looks like they've sold a bunch of the good stuff already.
It's just Tuesday. Why are they doing an estate sale on Tuesday? They do them all on Thursday, Friday, Saturday here.
This one does. Yeah, there's somebody wants $250 for that base on eBay. Evidently they didn't look at what the value was because they got $75 for it, and it's.
Man, I never get good deals at the estate sale I went to 2 weeks ago. But that one, I tore it up, man. I got silver, I got all kinds of stuff. Couldn't believe it.
Now let's see how far this thing is from the house, whether I'm gonna go to here in a few minutes or not. South Crest Drive. Directions. How do you make it get? Apple Maps are frustrating. How do you make it? Tell me how far it is. Damn. Oh, I guess I need to click on create route. Damn it. I knew better than to use Apple Maps.
Apple Maps. Cha-ching. What I sell? What I sell? Let's see.
Yeah, so now we need to go here and tell it every time I need a map, please open Google Maps. Shit.
Oh, it's old Canon ink. It's funny I can sell Canon ink, but I got a V-Road HP ink.
So was it original HP ink or was it a knockoff?
It says, I don't know, it says HP on it. Let's see.
What does it look like in the box? Just throw it in front of the camera. That's not so it's the way you listed it. That's a generic, and you have to go and read the if you read the Vero on HP, they tell you exactly why they sent it to you.
So I can list it again, just don't put HP on it.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. Hold on 1 second. H.
You can say 4 HP, but you can't say it is HP.
That's yes.
Hmm.
Because people you couldn't. They said that you couldn't tell the difference between original OEM and the generic knockoff. People were equivalating them, and they're not. According to HP, they're not equal and they're not the same. It's our protect our customers from misleading product listings and substandard advertising.
I got some generic batteries for my GoPro, and I stuck one in, and it said, I got a message on the thing said, use only GoPro batteries to access all functions.
So,
what functions get left out if I don't?
So that means the 2000 the 6, the 7, and the 8 all use the same battery, and that battery will work in a 9, 10, 11, and 12, but it is not fast. You had the 9 come out with a new battery that's faster than the previous ones, even though the previous one. So if I put one of my old batteries in my 9, it'll come up and say the same thing, that features are missing. It won't do the faster, the 120 recording or something. There's something recording method that it won't do. And it's that's what camera did you put it in?
An 8.
That's then maybe the 8's where the new battery started. But there's a point in there where the new battery started, and you've got to have the faster discharging battery in order to do everything. That's
well, I just want to take videos with it. Is that? I mean, it'll do that, right?
It'll do that just fine.
Okay. Well, that's all I use it for, so I'm good. But every time I put these new batteries in, it brings that up.
So they put on here to avoid removal or suspension, resellers should clearly identify the brand and the condition of the cartridge they're selling. Examples: non-OEM, new build, remanufactured, or refilled. They want you to use something in there that tells so a customer knows they're not buying legitimate HP ink.
Oh, okay.
So
I
it says,
just
do not use HP trademarks in a misleading manner. The word HP may only be used as necessary to establish compatibility. So, like,
so
say
I
X
can
toner
relist
works.
these, just don't use HP.
Yeah. So here, acceptable listing XXX brand, which is whatever brand the toner is. What you got? Non OEM new build toner cartridge alternate for the HP 12A. You can use it for for use in compatible with, but you can't. But it's got. They want you to say whatever brand the cartridge is,
Okay. But I could list this as HP ink.
and they wouldn't give two shits
Okay.
because that is HP ink. They had such a problem on Amazon. They locked, for the most part, locked ink down on Amazon because you have so many Amazon sellers that would find that 27, which looks like it's probably out of date, and would take it out of the bag, out of the box, and there's no date on it, so they would sell it as as new.
Mm.
And so, in order to fix all that, HP, if you look on there, I can sell an HP printer, but I can't sell any HP ink whatsoever. Like said, just use the word genuine. So on that new one there, I would put in there OEM HP 27 ink. That's because people search for that because that's one of the few initials that most of the time. Uh, what EUC, nobody searches for excellent use condition or any of those, but for OEM is one of the few initials that they search for because people are looking to not look at the generics. They want the real thing,
Uh,
especially in auto parts. It's an ink. It's an auto parts. Or just think of the stuff that you look for that's got a lot of generics, and try searching for car headlights if without looking, or any kind of a car part without putting in OEM. You will get just every crazy thing under the sun. Dixie Bell, I don't know why you're out here. You don't know why you're out here because your mama's gone. She said we can't text her again. But that one's and there are quite a few of them too. Like on Amazon, GoPro comes after you if you sell new, but if you sell used like new, they don't care. That because that determines the customer is supposed to understand that if it's used like new, they don't have a warranty. That's their big issue.
oh yeah.
Because,
People
they don't.
buying new off of eBay and then trying to do a
Mhm.
warranty return with the company. But not all companies are like that. Like what's those kitchen knives? Cutco.
Yeah,
You can send used Cutco in to get refurbished, resharpened. No problem. Bring it
yeah,
on.
because they are one. There are several good companies out there that honor the warranty no matter what. They don't use the warranty as a way to get out of something. It's more important that for them that their reputation of being one of the best knives around and the best customer service.
Yeah. All I had to pay, when I got some knives refurbished, all I had to do was
They shipping.
pay shipping. The shipping wasn't cheap. I'm like, I could ship this a lot cheaper than you're charging me, but whatever. They got their handling fee, which probably pays for the
the box or whatever it is.
Well, the labor just to sharpen the. I sent in one time to them, and I got back a brand new knife.
Yeah, if it's
And
unrepairable, they'll replace it.
Yeah, they just replaced it. And I was like, holy cow, thanks, sweet.
Well, that's awful nice of you, Lag. Lag gives a limited warranty on everything he sells.
I give a 30-day warranty on my stuff.
That's right. And I'm still amazed how many people put on there no returns, thinking that that's going to solve their problem. Why are all y'all out here now?
Yeah, anybody can return anything for any reason.
I mean, you're counting on the person who is looking to return something and on no return being honest and said, "Oh, well, they don't have returns." You know, all they have to do is make up a lie, and you're screwed. Thinking eBay's got your back—that's a mistake. They don't care, folks. They only care about what makes them money. So I never figured out how to make.
So, Al, what is Rolex warranty like? If you've got a 50-year-old Rolex, will they take in a broken one and repair it for free? Probably not. Man, I mowed my yard yesterday. I got allergies. Woo. Minimum service on a Rolex is $800. Jeez.
Damn.
So they're required to fix it even if they don't want to. But the buyer has to pay big bucks to get it fixed, huh?
So it looks like there's no easy way to make it or maps. Damn it.
Hi, Summer.
Apple Maps sucks, by the way.
Why are you using them? Just cause?
Because that's what pulled up on my MacBook.
Mm.
I love this. Google, my search is how to make Google Maps default on a MacBook Pro. So here's what I get. How to make it maps on an iPhone, on an iPhone, on an iPhone, on an iPhone. Nowhere in there did I type in iPhone.
Mm. AP watch, get it service. Wow. I wonder, 24K, how many people send in a watch to get repaired and they die? I wonder how many watches the company gets to keep, because when somebody sends one in, it takes three months to just get it serviced.
And that gave you the giggles. That's terrible. So should I go to the estate sale? It's 25 minutes from, or yeah, 25 minutes from here. It starts in 4 minutes.
Well, you better go.
I never go right at the start. Not to this one anyway.
It's kind of a pain to go at the beginning of a estate sale. Well, while I'm sitting here, I might as well pack a few orders. The show's gone to hell, folks. Dun, 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 dun.
That would be correct. 6 months to fix. Damn. Two to 3 months later with a quote. Wow.
Jeez. That's a long time.
Yeah, I've seen the videos of them, man. You got to have good eyesight. I know they wear other things to see it, but there's so many small parts on them things. I mean, they're absolutely a work of art when you see somebody crack one of those expensive watches open and realize how delicate they are and all the parts. It's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah. There's a watch guy in Waco that's been doing it for 40-something years. He has his own building. And, golly, I don't see how he does it. He deals in some higher end stuff.
I just need to figure out how to get my Casios and Seikos working.
Yep.
And Timex. I think this is a Timex. It's probably just easier to take it to the little spot somewhere and say, hey, change the battery.
You don't do that for yourself?
I think this watch is pretty. Timex 1854. I think I looked this one up. I gave a quarter for it. I think it's worth 40 or 50 bucks.
Be right back.
What does it look like? It's crazy. They go anywhere from $22 with no bid up to $300 or $400. Supposedly it has another number on it. Maybe that dog is barking at you and you're not barking back. T2N probably. I can't believe I could actually read that.
Send it to me. I only charge $400 for service repairs. I'm cheaper than Rolex.
All right, I guess I'll look Google, see if anybody's had this watch. Hush. There's an Amazon UK listing for one. It's a men's luxury flyback front. Not currently available. When it was available, it was worth £145 new. I guess that's a pound. Euro, pound, something.
Lag, you undercutting me? Don't be stealing my customers.
Yeah, I should just run these watches at the auction and be done with it.
If you got watches that only need batteries, sell them to me, man. I'm your man.
Yeah, I've got to go find 2 cassette tapes. I don't know where I put them.
I don't have enough inventory to list anyway.
Me either. Get the craziest emails. All right, I'm going to make breakfast so I can get to work.
All right. Time to shut this puppy down, folks.
I made it at 10 o'clock. That means breakfast time.
You're doing a show tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Did I, no, I didn't get the LGBT whatever.
I did finally get around to watching your Thursday Night Rumble. So.
Yeah, that one.
I always forget that it's on, and I just miss it just because I forget. Oh, Scott's on.
I even put it on Facebook.
Well, yeah, I need to.
I need to sit down and start making a list of the shit I want to bitch about. Felix, send me a list of everything you believe in so I have something to talk about.
Great. Man. How long will Rumble let you stay on?
I know, right?
Don't they shut you off after about 12 hours?
12 or 24 or something, yeah.
That was good right there, Scott. That made me laugh. Yeah.
I'm glad everybody's still at. That's the one thing I appreciate about these morning shows is you can have a sense of humor. You can mess with people and take it right back because man, can you imagine these people having lived through the 70s and 80s? Holy hell. Just listen to some convenient comedians. Go listen to Richard Pryor and damn, go listen to Red. You want to get offended? Go listen to Red Fox. Damn. Red Fox talked about it every damn body.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got TVs to test, and I think I'm gonna run the TVs to the auction. I got a $10 32-inch smart TV. We don't have the remote. I'm like, that's all right. I might have a Samsung remote laying around.
Hey, Glenn. We're fixing to pull the plug, Glenn. Glenn always shows up right at the end of the show, boy.
Glenn comes on, and that's a signal to say, see ya. I got to list this too. This Cuisinart thing is just sitting here.
I got a Cuisinart toaster over there. I got to get cleaned up and listening.
That
I
one's
hate getting breadcrumbs out of a toaster.
turned
Dang,
upside
the thing
down.
sells for $40. I got to do it.
Have you seen that $300 toaster that's got a digital display on the front of it?
$300 for a toaster?
Oh yeah.
Shoot. I don't need toast that fancy.
Look and see who's the one that makes it. All right, let's sort by high shipping.
I don't need a toaster that works off your iPhone. Just not necessary.
Yeah, that Ninja one that flips up and does all the craziness. It's 150, but these are.
Yeah, Don Rickles, he was Mr. They used to call him Mr. Warmth.
He was funny, especially when he was messing with the presidents and stuff.
Oh yeah.
He didn't hold back. He just carried on. It. I mean, it was really.
I remember he got after Bob Hope one time and just over and over and over got him just zingers all over him. He was the best. Remember those roasts they used to give each other?
Oh yeah.
He was the best one doing roasts. Him and that baseball player, front row. He could roast anybody. Bob Euchre. He was especially good at roasting himself.
All right, boys and girls, I'm going to eat.
All right, thank you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow on Scott Show.
Peace out.
Bye.